Hi, I'm the Radicalist, and this is Love Frequency. Let's go. This message is about frequency. Love frequency. What frequency are you on? I trying to explain things and break them down so they're more understanding. Okay, here's the thing. Some of y'all are religious. Some of y'all know what's up. You go to church and you don't even understand what the pastor's saying. Some of y'all. Some of y'all go to church because you're forced to go to church. Some of y'all go to church because it's the right thing to do. You're looking for that balance, but you don't quite understand what's going on. You don't know nothing about spiritual warfare or really what God is. It's all confusing. What makes me radical is because I tell you and I break it down the truth. There's a lot of information out there that explains religion and what you're supposed to do. But a lot of y'all, I was one of them too. I did the right thing. I was supposed to do this and I was supposed to do that. And I was raised in a family that my pastor, my grandfather was a pastor. My grandmother was a pastor's wife. I was there 4 days a week in a church with a white little suit on. Couldn't get it dirty. My grandmother would beat them yams. Trust me. Don't get your suit dirty. 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't remember how old I was, but if that suit was in church with a stain on it, my religious grandmother had those devil eyes, bro. That was enough. It still is. As old as I am, it still is. I don't want to get too far off point, but a lot of you guys go to church and you still don't get the big program or the big picture. That's where I come into play. I'm here to break it down like word for word, meaning for meaning, because I'm older and old people at my age are going to get it somewhat. Some of them do, some of them don't. But you younger people, age bracket, you got a hard time with it. Your head's in the right place, your heart's in the right place, but the information is in the wrong place. The information is what you need to understand where you're supposed to be. That's why I'm here. That's my job. So let's break it down. Church, frequency. That's the word that I'm trying to probe, get you to figure out in your heart. Frequency. It all starts with you, though. What frequency are you at? See, what's the reasons? What's the reasons why you're going to church? What's the reason why you're reaching out to God? I'm talking to the people who are somewhat religious, somewhat lukewarm in the water. What do I mean by that? You understand the word God, but you don't feel that. You don't really know what that is. You pretend like you know. You do the right things. You probably living a clean, good life, wholesome, raising kids, don't curse, trying to, put them through school, save money for college. You know, you're doing the right things. But what do you really know about the Lord Jesus Christ? It's all about frequency. So, frequency is levels. It's levels of where you stand in your life. Did you know that when you're a baby, your frequency is the highest? Because you're not corrupted by any noise of the world. What's noise of the world, Tony? Noise of the world is the corruption in the world. The radio, the phone, the TV, your parents, parents, your surroundings, your school, your friends, everything that you're learning from day, it depends on your upbringing and where you're at and who you are. Your frequency starts high as a kid because as a kid, you're pure. You have no understanding of how the world works. And I wish we can stay kids for the rest of our lives because that frequency is high. But we can't because we're engulfed in the world's noise. You have to get back to a frequency where God's at so he can talk to you and tell you how to move forward and how to bring happiness in your life. Happiness for everything. Happiness for your family. Happiness for yourself. Happiness for your wife, your life, your family struggles. Because believe me, you will always go through struggles, but those struggles are to teach you values. Those struggles aren't to hurt you. They are to bring you up. So frequencies. I'm going to talk about good frequencies and bad frequencies. The good frequencies are when you pick up a Bible and you have Bible study or Bible time in the morning. By the way, God has two areas of frequency where he reaches you the highest. If you wake up in the morning, there's an area of time. Just when you wake up in about 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, that's when your frequency is, that's when your heart is open. Your heart is open for God's frequency to reach you. That's why people have Bible studies early in the morning. Early, I'm talking about 5, 6 o'clock before you start work. They start praying, they start trying to reach God because your heart is open out of your dream state and your frequency is open so God can pour into you. The other time is just before you go to bed. And that's the hardest time. That's a hard time because you're trying to read the Bible and you're like, but that's another open space. And then in between those two spaces is your dream space. The more you adapt to those two frequencies of time, the more God will reach you. That's the divine time. It's not the afternoon. Like, it's not church time. And I'm not trying to put church down. Like, go. Because if that's all you're doing, that's all you're doing. But you can develop that. Those two frequencies are the highest frequencies. The morning and the nighttime. When you wake up and before you go to sleep. And in your dream state. Because in your dream state, God is able to reach you. But a subconscious level. Subconscious level. And you might not even know that that level exists or how to reach that level until you up your frequency. So that don't exist to you if your frequency is here. But I'm telling you, the more you pray, try to talk to God, open up your heart on those two frequencies, the more God will talk to you. Okay, Tony, what's he talking to me about? What do I need? Everything. God doesn't leave out anything. He's talking to you about what you said. He's talking about what you ate, how you handled that situation. how you're married, how you handle your kids. Do you know yourself? He doesn't leave anything out. See, that's the thing about God. He won't leave anything out. Do you know that God tells me what to put on to go to work? I wake up, I'm like, frequency, pray a little bit. He talks to me, I talk to him. I wake up, and it's the first thing I ask. I take a shower, get ready for work. God, what do you want me to wear today? I know that might sound weird to you, but that is a higher frequency. You don't have to make that decision. God can make it for you. And guess what? His decision is fire. You look good. You put on what he says to put on, and you leave the door and you go to work, and people go, damn girl, or damn dude, you smelling good, you looking good. I ain't never seen you wear that before. Where'd you get that from? That shirt looks good on you. You glowing, bruh. You straight look fire. You after somebody at work? You trying to get something? Or what are you trying to do? Is somebody you interested in? That's how God works. When you put yourself on his frequency, when you try to raise above it and get higher, he will make you higher. He will make you glow. He will make you beautiful. He will shape you up. He will do everything for you. That's the communication. That's the frequency. But a lot of you guys are in the noise. BET Awards, which is, I ain't hating on nothing. I ain't hating. But I'm keeping it radical. You got to have a good balance. I'm not saying you can't watch the BET Awards or you can't be in the world, but just wake up and have a balance of Lord, God, energy, what's going through your body, how you're performing. Because God wants you to be the best person you are supposed to be. And you need help. You need help. I need help. Everybody needs help with this situation. There's nothing anybody can say to me that is picture perfect. Tony, I got my finances, I got my woman, I got my house, I got my car, my family's good, I'm making $1 zillion. Elon Musk can't even say all that. He got problems too. Donald Trump got shot, supposedly. He can't say nothing. There's nobody on this planet that can be like, I'm pure as snow. We all have issues. Okay, let's rewind it back. Jesus Christ was on the planet, walking the planet. He had issues too. Duh. He had the issues though. The issues. Let's see you go through a crucifixion. He had the issues, bruh. The issues. So stop with your little, I can't do that, or I don't want to do that, or I don't want to raise my frequency. You know how he got through that crucifixion? His frequency to his Father was high. The highest. How do you get to that frequency? The more you put into it, the more it grows. I understand what seeds mean now, because when you plant a seed, the seed grows, but it doesn't grow upward right away. The seed grows down into the dirt, into the earth, wherever you plant it. I hope it's some good fertilizer or wherever you put it. Because if you plant a seed on a damn cement or in somewhere that's not fertile, it's not going to grow. Okay? So plant a seed in fertile. What's that mean? Put your headspace in the game with God. Plant that seed. What's that mean, Tony? Wake up at 5, 6 a.m. and pray to the Lord. Before you go to bed, pick up a Bible and pray to the Lord. Even if you don't pick up a Bible, even if you want to say a couple of words, say it. Raise your frequency. I give you a small prayer. And this ain't a prayer that normal Christians say. But this is a prayer for you and me. Because this is how I pray. God, I'm going to bed now, but let me wake up and have a beautiful day tomorrow. Go to work. Let me be on your frequency. Raise me up. Raise the roof. Let me be happier, more exciting, more beautiful in your name. I got bills to pay. I got children to feed. I got things to do. But put me on a level where I can handle it through your frequency, through your name. Make my day beautiful. That's a prayer. But by the way, I want to say this. Prayers aren't structured. The way we learned how to pray is fine, but say something. Say it from your chest. Say it from your heart. It doesn't matter what you say. I don't care if you're cursing in the prayer. Mother freaking God. Okay. But at least you're talking. You're talking to him. You don't realize how important that is for your frequency. You don't realize how big that is for your life. Words are not just words. Feeling is not just feeling. Balance is not just balance. It's all connected. And the more you wake up and realize that, the more your frequency is going to get higher. So work on your frequency, your balance. And if you don't understand those two terminologies, frequency and balance, let's go a little deeper so you can clearly get it. Stop cursing. Stop being a moron. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid with your money. Stop being stupid with your family. Stop being stupid with your girlfriend or wife. Don't hit her. Don't curse at her. Don't get angry. Frequency. Tony, let's get a little bit deeper. What do you mean by frequency? Be patient, bro. When you had enough, take a deep breath. Go for a walk. Leave the house. Go to your car and be the mechanic or whatever you got to do to calm down. Work on yourself first. You're so mad at what? Frequency. You're so mad at what? What? It can be the smallest thing. You're irritated the whole day and you come home and you want to beat the dog. You want to come home and yell at your kids. You want to come home and one little thing isn't done. Johnny's homework is not done and you're like, frequency. You can make a choice to not go there. You can make a choice to be higher just for that little elevation because God is watching. He's looking and he's saying, wow, you made a choice for a higher frequency for that subject. That's a big deal because the more the more you do for your frequency, the higher it elevates. Like I said in my other podcast, this means working on it, 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 working on it. Are you working on it? Oh, by the way, if you fail to work on it, if you stop, you can always start again. You got a complete life, bro. If you stop at the age of 20 and you pick it up again at the age of 25, pick it up. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you something about frequencies because I got that knowledge. When you change your frequency, you change your life. Instead of being poor or homeless or whatever you are, things turn around because God is watching your frequency. And the more you raise it, the more He raises you. You don't believe me? Do it. See, y'all don't see the miracles. The first number one miracle of a frequency is you made it another day. You're awake when you wake up. Ah, bro, you're alive. You already took that miracle for granted. Another day on the planet. You already took that miracle for granted. You didn't even think about it. Miracle number 2, breath, air, breathe. You're able to breathe air and be alive. Miracle number 3, you're able to create and have a full 24 hours to make stuff happen. Be creative, work, be you, be happy, have a frequency, have space to have a frequency. Number 3 is a big miracle because you don't even know. You're in control of that. Your attitude. You didn't get your payment today. You didn't get your paycheck. Oh, I know how that feels. Your frequency is low. You're pissed because you need that money. That's a test of your frequency because God tests you. He wants to know if you want to go higher, if you want to stay in the pit, if you want to stay in the mud. Because you don't get something, you want to stay, I ain't get paid today. And by the way, where was that money going anyway? Strip club, drinking, weed. Where was that money going anyway? Where was that money going for your frequency anyway? Let's be real about it. Was you going to put some of that money into your kids' tuition? How about when your daughter wants to be a cheerleader and she needs a uniform? Are you going to put that money onto a uniform for her? Are you going to save that? Is that in your brain? Is that frequency there? I got to save $100 for my daughter's uniform because she wants to be. My son wants to play sports. How many parents are thinking about how much money it costs, even from a young age, to put money away for them to play soccer, basketball, baseball, uniform, coaching fees, all of that? Or you're not going to have your kid doing nothing. He's just going to be sitting at home playing video games. You bought him a PlayStation. That's it? How many frequency? I got one for you. How many of y'all go to the store with your kid, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, got them in the basket, and you got them looking at a video game in the basket to keep them in place? Here, Pablo. I said Johnny before. Say Pablo now because it's not about race, bruh. I'm speaking to everybody. I don't care if you're Arab, black, white, Indian. By the way, we don't see Indians because that's a whole nother podcast. I'm going to go there later. But anyway, Pablo is in the cart with his game. And the battery's out. And the game shuts off. And Pablo's screaming at the top of his lungs. Because when you go to the grocery store and you take your kid, they turn into Mariah Carey on your ass, hitting triple high C scream notes. Ha, ha, ha. Did you know the echo from the building in their little subconscious, they thinking it's time to act a fool. It's time to sing or bring the noise or the crying at high volume. They won't do it at home. They won't do it in the car because that echo sound is a part of their frequency. Bingo! Didn't know that. You didn't know that, did you? That's why kids act up in the store. Let me wake you up on something, people. Invite your kid to shop with you. I can see the difference. When those kids have nothing to do except play a demonic video game or have no substance of what their parents are doing until it's too late, and then they want something. I want it, 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 I want it. And then you get irritated and you just shut up. And then they start crying. Mariah Carey, triple high C. I have a vision of love. That high note. I can't do it. But those kids can do it. Those kids can do it. And you're embarrassed because everybody in the store is looking at you like you're a bad parent. Come on now. Let's speak on it. Speak on it. What's frequency to you? Let me tell you what the solution is to frequency. No video game. Not even a choice. I never put a video game in my kid's hand when I went to a grocery store. You know why? Because they were involved in my frequency. I taught them frequency from my frequency. We're all shopping together. Son, go get me the Sunny D on aisle 3. Daughter, go get me a package of chicken legs. Make sure it's under $5 or somewhere around there. Don't bring back a $10 package. Guess what? Now they're searching and looking and joining you in your shopping experience. Now you got 6 hands instead of 2 because you're training your kids about frequency, which is going to carry over to their kids, which is now me. Sasha, I said my daughter's name. Sorry. I need you to get 10 things. I need you to get this, and this. The first time she only gonna bring back 2 things because she's 7, 8. But guess what? Keep working on that frequency in the store. She's bringing back all 10 things, keeping them at a budget, did the math, bring out her cell phone, did the calculation, and saying, Dad, this is how much all this costs. We good? Frequency. Ain't no crying. Oh, we're under budget. Can I get something that I want because we made the budget? Hell yeah. You good. How many times have your kids done that? It's a road. It's a path. It's frequency at a high volume of living. Human being what? Living. Teaching. Your frequency teaches your kids. If you're a man and you're married, your wife teaches you her frequency. Your frequency goes to work. Your frequency is in your job. Your frequency is in your attitude everything. Anticipate your kids in the store and see where their mind is. And if they're not up to par, teach them. It's amazing to me how many young adults don't even know what fruit is or vegetables because they want to go to Cane's or McDonald's, Carl's Jr. All they know is freaking processed foods. Ugh. They don't even know how to cook. Have you taught your kids how to use a knife? Your kid come out of the bathroom with 40 cuts. 40 days and 40 nights of 40 cuts. He got a cut on his face. He got a cut on his wrist, his elbow. He got a cut on all 10 of his fingers. He got a cut on his toe. How you get a cut on your toe? Because he dropped the knife off the counter and it boop hit his toe. Because he didn't know how to position the knife on the counter. Come on, parents, I'm talking to you. Frequency. Did you teach them how to cook? Did you teach them how to crack an egg? You got eggshells in the eggs in breakfast time. You're like, who cooked breakfast? I'm not going to say Pablo this time. I'm going to say Jessica. Who cooked breakfast this morning? Jessica. It's a crunchy ass omelet. You got eggshells all up in that mug. Because you didn't teach her how to crack an egg. You didn't teach her how to store anything. You didn't teach her about the birds and the bees. You didn't teach her about her own energy, frequency. Where are they going to learn it from? You know how gang members become gang members? Other people frequency outside of your house. The frequency of a gang member pours over to another person. They beat them in. They jump them in. I got jumped in when I was young to a gang. My mother moved in within a week because my mom was the best. Her frequency was high and she showed single parent raising me. My mom, just like a lot of mothers, frequency had to be high, bro. Frequency had to be high in order for me to make it through, to have a life. I love my mom. I'm so proud of her. And one day when she watches this podcast, I want her to know, Mom, your frequency was high. Because most mothers don't have a choice. When the fathers are not there, their frequencies has to be high. They have to carry the burden of man and woman for their kids. And they do the best they can. That's a 40-hour to 50 to whatever shift they're working and have to build a frequency in their kids at a young age. Because guess when I started cooking? At the age of 7. Burning stuff. Almost burning the apartment down that we were in. Trying to figure stuff out. Grease all in the pan. Flour everywhere. Pouring water in the flour. Boom! Did it all by myself. But my mom said, no, that's not the way you do that. Mom trying to work 2 jobs, doing this, doing that, trying to make ends meet, trying to sing on the side, burning the beans on the stove. And I'm right there with her. Because I learned all of it. But I learned how to survive frequency. We learned how to live. No matter what it took, we learned how to live and be respectful and love and be strong. Are your kids strong? Because I see a lot of weak asses in this day and age. And you know why? Cell phone. They ain't learning nothing from you. You ain't teaching them nothing. They're learning stuff from the internet. And what's the internet? The wrong frequency. Garbage. There's some good stuff on there. But you got to be in the right frequency to get the good stuff. Because this world is training you the bad frequencies. So when you're going to wake up and say, I don't want to be trained by the wrong frequencies anymore. I don't want my kids to be trained by the wrong frequencies anymore. In these podcasts that I make, cell phones are going to be the number one thing that I talk about. Because they're the number one enemy. Number one enemy, bro. I grew up with no cell phones. And when you wanted to meet somebody, you would tell them when you saw them, I'll see you next week on Thursday at 2:00 at the mall. Yeah. They show up, you show up, and you guys are like, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. That's how it worked. No GPS. You had to get an actual telephone book to figure out where you're going. Or ask somebody, stop on the corner. Excuse me, where's 7-Eleven? I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, make a right, make a left, go down that alley. There's a white dog right there. The white dog's going to point to the right. You go to the left. That's how we did it back in the day. We didn't have a cell phone. We had communication. Even the white dog was like, right to the left. No. But at least the dog talked to you or bark at you or whatever. Communication, frequency. Where's your frequency at? Cell phone. Telling you what? What's the cell phone telling you? What's the cell phone telling you? I bet you looking at a bunch of garbage. I bet you haven't learned anything. I bet you it's a distraction. I bet you can go through a whole day scrolling and not learning a dang thing. Are you in the kitchen cooking? I give praise to those people, families that bring their kids into the kitchen. Because the kids are not even to be found. They're like, Mom, I gotta go. Mom, I'm doing this. Mom, I'm doing that. What are you doing? Are you having family night? Frequency, family night. Are you having family night? Everybody is to be home at 6:00 for dinner on Sunday night. This should be happening at least 3 days a week. Church day, family dinner twice a week. Frequency. And when everybody comes, I don't care how old your kids are. I don't care if they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't care. You go see your mom. My mom's in a different state. By the way, I'm not perfect because my communication is sour. My frequency on communication is not healthy. I know what I got to work on. Do you know what you got to work on? I'm calling myself out. Are you calling yourself out? I'm being real. Are you being real? Frequency. When the family comes over, do they all have a task? Are they bringing food or are they just waiting on you to pay for everything? Are they ready to help out? Is your son at 39 taking out the trash and trying to clean up, trying to set the backyard for this dinner? Mom, I got to cut your grass. Is your daughter like, Mom, I got to do your hair? Are they coming over presentable? Frequency. Or did they just come from a damn track meet or the jungle, sweaty, all stank? Or did they come over drunk or whatever? Are they ready to go? Mom, what are we having for dinner? Well, I'm going to bring some fruit, some vegetables, and your son says, I'm going to take care of dessert. I'm going to bring a cake, or we're going to make a cake, or, you know, and the grandkids are like, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Each grandkid can pick up a couple of plates, set up the dining room table, make everything nice and festive, set it straight properly because you told them about frequency. You taught them how to put a knife and a fork in the proper place, in the cups, in the napkin folded, in the sweep around the area, and maybe light some candles, set the ambiance. The grandkids are doing that because at the age of their age, they got the frequency of the family that happens every freaking week. Frequency. Dinner's perfect. Everybody's having fun. You got your older kids saying this, and everybody's like, let's take turns. Let's take turns to talk about the week. You go first. My week was like this. You next. My week was like this. You next. My week sucked. And I can't pay this bill. And that's when dad at the edge of the table goes, okay, you need help? I got you. But then everybody at the table goes, no, we got you. Everybody pulls out $5. You got 20 people at the dang table. Cousins, aunts, everybody pulls out $5 for that troubled person. Frequency. And then he's got the money to pay that bill or fix that car or whatever. Family. Frequency. Is that how your family operates? I'm telling you, frequency is God. And frequency is at a higher level, supposed to be at a higher level. What are you doing? Where's your frequency? Are you having these? Are you even having these family days? Have you trained your kids properly to come back home, take care of you, have the frequency they're supposed to have for their kids, your grandkids? Ain't nobody going nowhere. Cell phones, keep those at the door. Everybody who comes in, put your cell phone down at the nightstand right there by the door. I don't even want to hear them. Put them on silent. This is something I did. My kids wasn't having no cell phones at no table. Oh, hell to the niggity no. We talking. We figuring things out. We making plans. We're dissolving issues. And then after all of that, we're having family night. It'd be Monopoly, Twister, a board game. We set up, we bowling. Right? Playing some music, having a dance off. Playing what is it? When you have to guess what the person is or saying. I'm this, and you have to guess what the person or who the person is. Having some kind of mental game. Now, kids don't really, their frequencies, they're growing. So their frequency, you can't just be always training them. You got to have some fun and family. You got to make a frequency that they want to come back to. You can't always be scolding them over their love life or their things. But you want to get them, be friends. Frequency. Be friends with your kids. When they're teenagers, you want to see who they're involved with. You want to see their girlfriend or their boyfriend. Don't hide that. Don't Don't be like, ugh, who's this dude who's this girl you mm-mm, mm-mm. You definitely want your kids to be friends with you, to explain their issues on a higher frequency, because you don't want to drown them, and you don't want them to be outside of the house and be outside your mind and your heart, because they'll never tell you anything. Oh, your daughter's pregnant. You didn't even know. Oh, your son just had 3 babies from 3 different baby mamas. You didn't even know. Oh, you got to dig down deep. I don't care who you are. My peoples, you got to dig down deep. I'm calling you out like I call out myself. I don't have baby mama drama all over the place. I'm sorry. Never did that. And I ain't trying to say I'm better than anybody. I'm just saying frequency is real. And you can start that at any point in your life to be a real person and stop doing what you're doing and have a higher frequency. Put some substance in your life. Don't wait until you're 90. You ain't even gonna make it that far. Hello. Wherever you're at, have some frequency and some health and some beauty. Learn something. Put the phone down. Family. Even for yourself. Even for yourself. A lot of people get it. They want to dress up. They want to go out. They want to look good. They want to smell good. They get their hair done every week. You know, everybody has a frequency. I get that. But you know what you need to work on. God should be a part of your frequency. And he should be allowed to work on you. And you're going to have to open up and allow him to come in, because that's going to raise your frequency. And what's the definition of that? More happiness, less chaos, arguing on the phone, being all loud, evil, manipulative, narcissistic. Bring truth and love to the game, to the plate. And how do you do that? You raise your frequency. It starts in here. One thought at a time. You got 2 windows. I said it earlier. A window in the morning to start your day and a window at night to finish your day. If you start with those 2 frequencies, you will be a better person. If you put God in those 2 frequencies, you will have a better life. I've done it. I went from the worst life to the best life because I put God in those 2 frequencies. I did a lot more than that, but that's where it started. That's where it started. Start there. You can always reach me. Hit me below in the comments. I got answers for you. We can always talk about it. No man left behind. No one left behind. No man, no woman, no child, no animal. Everybody. Everybody deserves God. Everybody, because God loves you. He's waiting for you. Go back to that young age of being pure. Find your way out of the noise and the matrix, and find your way back to the Lord and God, and be a happier, better human being. What? radicalist. Peace out.